the CNN presidential debate. This one's going to be an absolute train wreck, guys. I didn't get to watch the full thing. I'm going to watch it tonight, but I just wanted to react to some highlights of it. So come with me, guys. React to the highlights with me. This one's going to be hilarious, man. So America Decides campaign 2024. They're obviously trying to see who's the better candidate. Unfortunately, they didn't get to have RFK and a few other people, in the actual debate, which kind of sucks. Only having 2 people is disappointing as hell. It would have been amazing to see loads of other candidates, because I'm not a big Trump fan and I'm not a big, massive Joe Biden fan. Donald Trump, for some reason, looks better in this. Apparently, he roasts Joe Biden a lot. Joe Biden can barely speak English. It's super sad, apparently. I watched a few clips of it, but this one should be hilarious. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think down below, and let's go.
And since I've changed the law, what's happened? I've changed it in a way that now you're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. It's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we had the safest border in the history of our country.
That's hilarious. And the thing is, guys, Donald Trump, okay, we're probably leaning more on that side. I think everybody is, because it's impossible to run that guy. There's no way that Donald Trump will beat Joe Biden in this election. Or sorry, there's no way that Joe Biden will beat Donald Trump now. It's impossible, guys. After watching this, I watched a little bit of it. Like I said, didn't watch too much of it, but I was like, wow, the guy's barely coherent. He just was making up stuff for that last half of that sentence. And Donald Trump, he's not as old as Joe Biden, but he's much more coherent. A lot more brain clarity, it seems like.
That $2 trillion tax cut benefited the very wealthy. What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24%, 25%, either one of those numbers, they'd raise $500 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our health care system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare.
Wait, hold up. That was the most insane thing I've ever seen. He didn't even say anything. Bro, how the hell are you going to elect this guy? This is insane. How he even is in office is insane, guys. And honestly, it's taken a long time, but it's pretty much clarified that for me, guys. For me, it's and I'm not American, I can't vote, but I would never vote for Joe Biden again. The guy is barely coherent, guys. It's unbelievable. He talked about Medicare at the end. They were talking about, it confuses me, guys. When I listen to Joe Biden, he's confusing me, because it's like he's losing his train of thought. It's making me confused. This is awful. This is just awful, guys.
Medicare, they're putting them on Social Security. They're going to destroy Social Security. This man is going to single-handedly destroy Social Security. As far as the abortion is concerned, it is now back with the states. The states are voting. In many
and look at the way he's looking at Trump. He's fucking, we're leading the country well, guys. It's dude, this guy is completely babbling. And Donald Trump as well has downsides. He takes money from Israel. There's a few different things that we don't like about Trump. His policies and to make the country richer, is he a better businessman? 100%, guys. There's a lot of positive things about Trump too, but yeah, guys, this one is wild.
The abortion is concerned, it is now back with the states. The states are voting. In many cases, it's frankly a very liberal decision. In many cases, it's the opposite. But they're voting, and it's bringing it back to the vote of the people, which is what everybody wanted, including the founders, if they knew about this issue, which frankly they didn't. But they would have. Everybody wanted it brought back. Ronald Reagan wanted it brought back. He wasn't able to get it. Everybody wanted it brought back, and many presidents had tried to get it back. I was the one to do it. And again, this gives it the vote of the people, and that's where they wanted it. Just 1 second. He said we killed 3 people. The people we killed are al-Baghdadi and Soleimani. the two greatest terrorists, biggest terrorists anywhere in the world, and it had a huge impact on everything, not just
That's
border,
true.
on everything.
That's true, and a lot of people don't understand that Donald Trump actually defeated ISIS. A lot of people don't know that. He actually was the main person in defeating ISIS. There was about 10,000 of them, and now there's like none. Okay, there's maybe like 100 left, something like that. But he killed all of ISIS. You know, him and his administration. So that is another positive thing. Okay.
He's the one that killed people with the bad water, including hundreds of thousands of people dying, and also killing our citizens when they come in.
Yeah, and that's the thing, guys. No, we don't like collateral damage. You know, we talk about the Hamas Palestine war and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is like, you know, civilians. It's ridiculous. So, and a lot of the Americans bombing are civilians as well. So it's just insane.
Yeah, we are living right now in a rat's nest. They're killing our people in New York, in California, in every state in the union, because we don't have borders anymore. Every state is now a border.
I went to the World War II cemetery, World War I cemetery he refused to go to. He was standing with his 4-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
President Trump?
First of all, that was a made-up quote, suckers and losers. They made it up. It was in a third-rate magazine that's failing, like many of these magazines.
Why would they think Donald Trump is anti... Just putting this out there. Why would they think he's anti-military? Like, he gave, like, the most funding to the military ever. I'm pretty sure that he allowed a lot more things, you know, a lot more weapons and bombs to be dropped, a lot more guns to be had by the people. And he only praises the military every single time I see him. And then everyone's saying that he hates the military. Like, that just cannot be true. And I'm not, like, a big Trump guy, like I say, guys. It's just, like, I feel like there's just, everything's just lies, guys. This is crazy. Like, that seems like a made-up quote. Like, you know.
He made that up. He put it in commercials. We've notified him. We had 19 people that said I didn't say it. And think of this. Who would say I'm at a cemetery or I'm talking about our veterans? Because nobody's taken better care. I'm so glad this came up, and he brought it up. There's nobody that's taken better care of our soldiers than I have. To think that I would, in front of generals and others, say suckers and losers. We have 19 people that said it was never said by me. It was made up by him, just like Russia was made up, just like the 51 intelligence agents are made up, just like the new thing with the 16 economists are talking. It's the same thing. 51 intelligence agents said that the laptop was Russia disinformation. It wasn't. That came from his son, Hunter. It wasn't Russia disinformation. He made up the suckers and losers, so he should apologize to me right now.
4-star general standing to your side who was on your staff who said you said it, period. That's number one.
We don't know, guys. It's all hearsay anyway, so, you know, it's all hearsay. I don't know why anyone would insult the military. Like, it seems like you'd have a... You know, they said that about Jesse Ventura. Chris Kyle, who was a lying scumbag, the sniper in Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever, but he said that he punched him. Chris Kyle punched him, and because Jesse Ventura called the Navy SEALs, you know, like losers and they deserve to die in war and stuff like that, you know, for like being like basically bad soldiers and killing innocents. But that never happened, guys. He actually proven it twice in court. Okay, nobody convicted him ever. So people just make up lies now, and then it's just like, you know, you have to be able to overturn these things. So crazy, guys. That's crazy.
And number two, the idea that I have to apologize to you for anything along the line. We've done more for veterans than any president has in American history. The crimes that you are still charged with, and think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing a whole range of things, of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant? I mean, what are you talking about?
Damn. That was a pretty... Bro... Joe Biden, you got a pretty good roast there, guys. All the felonies, having sex with a porn star and his wife's pregnancy and stuff. You know, the dude sounds gangster. Donald Trump is a gangster, but at the same time, is that great to lead the country? We don't know, guys. We don't know.
While your wife was pregnant? I mean,
damn.
What are you talking about?
That's
you're
crazy.
The morals of an alley cat.
Give your minute, sir.
I didn't have sex with a porn star.
And the idea that he's talking about all this being fabricated, we saw with our own eyes.
I love the way he only defended at one point. I didn't have sex with a porn star. That's perfect.
The idea that he's talking about all this being fabricated, we saw with our own eyes. We saw what happened on January 6th. We saw the people breaking through the windows. We saw people occupying his own vice president. Look, there's a reason why 40 of his 44 top cabinet officers refused to endorse him this time. His vice president hasn't endorsed him this time. So why? Why? They know him well. They serve with him. Why are they not endorsing him? And by the way, with regard to prescription drugs, one company agreed that they would reduce the price to $35, which I was calling for, one, voluntarily. I made sure every company in the world, every pharmaceutical company, cannot have to pay.
Thank you.
And by the way, those 15 Nobel laureates he talked about being phony, those 15...
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be totally transparent. I actually don't really understand anything that Joe Biden says. Like, there's something about his voice or his accent or something that he just is completely incoherent. Sorry, guys, I got Joe Biden stutter there. Completely incoherent. He actually makes me worse at English when I listen to him. You know, when I listen to people like, you know, let's say a few other people in Romania, people like that, when I listen to these great speakers, guys, even listen to like Obama speak, and I'm not like an Obama fan or anything, but when you listen to those people speak, they speak so clearly, intelligently, amazing. Joe Biden is the worst speaker in the history of any presidency ever.
I'd have to
Thank
pay.
you.
And by the way, those 15 Nobel laureates he talked about being phony, those 15 Nobel laureates, economists, they all said that if Trump is reelected, we're likely to have a recession and inflation is going to increasingly go up. And by the way, worst president in history, 159 presidential scholars voted him the worst president in the history of the United States of America.
What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one, a real easy one. Like, go through the...
Yeah, his cognitive ability, like, guys, it's just like he's been drinking or something. It's horrendous, bro. Unbelievable.
First 5 questions, he couldn't do it. But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, you know, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm as in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter, but I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing to take a cognitive test. And you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced them.
Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag. Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8. But I have, you know how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Okay,
Let's
let's
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
21
turn.
Let's not act like children.
Well, let's see what you.
That's hilarious. Arguing about golf, that's hilarious. A lot of people love golf in America. America is like massive for golf, you know what I mean? I was in Canada and they love golf as well. It's like the biggest sport ever now.
Numbers are when this election is over. Let's see. You're a whiner. When you lost the first time, you continued, you appealed and appealed to courts all across the country. Not one single court in America said any of your claims had any merit, state or local, none. But you continue to provoke this lie about somehow there's all this misrepresentation, all this stealing. There is no evidence of that at all. And
I've talked to a lot of Americans about that. Actual people that live in America just like come here for holidays. I have like a lot of friends the last couple of years, like the last 2 years, and they basically say that's a pretty much closed cut case where like they said that a lot of it was like rigged and shit like that. Not that it was rigged, but a lot of like fake votes or whatever. And even if it's not fake votes, guys, it's like it's such a dodgy thing doing them online and all this type of stuff, and you don't need like a residency card to vote. All this crazy stuff. So they need to change the way they vote. This is really sad, guys, because Joe Biden sucks, and like Trump is just sometimes like just a bit wild, like a loose cannon kind of guy, or at least it seems like that. So, but definitely better than Joe Biden, guys. Definitely better. I will vote for RFK. Okay, Robert Kennedy or RKF, whatever. Robert Kennedy. Okay, I would love to vote for him. That'd be amazing. Junior.
tell you what, I doubt whether you'll accept it because you're such a whiner. The idea if you lose again, you accepting anything, you can't stand the loss. Something snapped in you when you lost the last time.
Bro, that was hilarious, man. So, I'm going to have to give that one to, even though Joe Biden had a couple of good points, we're going to have to give that one to Trump, man. Gonna have to, bro. There's no way. I mean, the guy, I watched a little bit more than that. Now, I watched like some parts that were just basically just questions and nothing really to do with, anything. And yeah, the dude, Joe Biden, couldn't even speak, guys. Like, he should be put in a retirement home. Like, it was unbelievable to watch. It was horrendous. But I would definitely vote for RKF. He wasn't allowed in the RFK. He wasn't even allowed in the RFK. He wasn't even allowed in the damn presidential debate. It's crazy, guys. He reacted to it. He said that it was depressing, the debate. He really said that it's horrendous. There should have been other people in that. There should have been at least 10 people in that debate. Like, why aren't there more people, guys? I don't know. We'll never know. It's unbelievable. The way they run stuff. It's all deep state shadow stuff. Let me know your thoughts. I love you guys all. Peace be with you. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Leave it down below. Tell me who you think won the debate, guys. Peace.